Kiss the Girl, Little Mermaid,
Mermaid.
Robin Hood and Little John running through the forest. I feel like, are you my Little John? I want more. Yeah, I don't think I can relate to any of the characters in Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, I don't think I'm anybody in Little Mermaid.
Lion King?
Okay, in Lion King, well, you're definitely Pumbaa in the Lion King. No, I feel like I'm the, what's the name of the baboon? I'm more Rafiki. Rafiki was like Yoda in the Lion King, totally. Hello, adventure. So you know what? Your adventure needs a soundtrack. You know, every great movie has an amazing soundtrack. I mean, the difference sometimes between a good movie and a great movie is a great soundtrack. I mean, look at Disney. I mean, how many times have to listen to Frozen like 87 times because your kid loves that song? Let it go, let it, I can't even say it. I even shouldn't try that. And you look at some of your favorite movies, you remember those songs from those. And so your adventure needs a soundtrack. I mean, soundtrack can do a lot of things. I mean, soundtrack can be just a way to motivate you, but not only to motivate you, but you can share and collaborate those soundtracks. And one of the great tools to do that is an app called Spotify. Now, it works on your phone and on your tablet, but it also has an online component, and I love it. The way I use it is, I mean, I have it right on my phone. I carry a Bluetooth speaker with me. So wherever I am, I can have a soundtrack. I use it to create a playlist. And now there's different things that you can follow. Now, when you're there, you have to realize is that it's not just a music player. It's not just like having iTunes or something like that or a Google Play Store, is that I could actually follow an artist, but I can also follow a person. I can also follow a playlist. So if there's an artist that I really, really like, I can follow that artist, and as they have updates, it's kind of social in that way. But I also can follow people. Jeremiah's in a band. He has like really great musical taste that I don't always have. And so I will subscribe to him and I'm following him. He will listen to certain music and kind of curate it and listen to it first. And I'm like, that's awesome. And so as he's listening to a song or doing something like that, like I'm getting a notification. So what is he doing? He's influencing my music. Well, think about that you can use Spotify to help influence. The most powerful feature to me is the playlist. Now, I use a playlist for different moods I'm in. So if I have a lot of work to do, I have one that just is like the determined playlist. Or if there's one where like I have a mellow playlist. I have a place that's inspirational, it's very creative. I also have one that's kind of like the wake up playlist. And so I don't always like make it by this genre or these artists. I do it by certain moods. And so I build these playlists based upon the motivation and the mood that I'm in. And that's super powerful. But what's even really great is I can share those. So I can share that playlist with somebody on my team. I can also make those public so that I can tweet out that playlist and I can say, hey, here is a great playlist for a holiday, or here's a great road trip playlist. What's also amazing is the idea that you can collaborate on a playlist. So I can say, hey, we are going to have this really cool event, but here's a playlist, you add your favorite songs to it, and now we're working together, and again, it's in a different social aspect. So with every app, there's a lot of features, but I want to show you is the main core idea is that let me try to create a playlist and to make that private for yourself or public for everybody, and even how to use collaboration. So let's go jam. Okay, I'm here in my Spotify, which at some point you're gonna see that I have the musical taste of a 13-year-old girl. So I'm gonna go here to my music and you're just gonna find your playlist. Now again, it might not look exactly like this on your phone, tablet, or computer, but essentially you are going to your playlist. And I go right up here to edit and I'm going to create a new playlist. The idea is I have this new playlist that I call Adventure. This can be a playlist that's just for me. Once I have this playlist for Adventure, you'll see that I have 0 songs in it. So now I'm gonna browse and figure out some songs that I want. One of the things I want to do is one of the songs that will play is like the final countdown. Some of the times what happens on the adventure team is just you start like the energy starts to drop, and so a great way to do that is the final countdown. And so I can just go here and I'm just going to add the playlist to Adventure, and now it's there. Now another one too is obviously when we're in a dancing mood for the adventure team, we're gonna go to Uptown Funk. Yeah, perfect. And so when we are in a dancing mood with everybody, I'm gonna add that to our adventure. And one more that we just gotta get through something. I'm gonna add Eye of the Tiger. And so go here and add that to the playlist. And that's been added as well. So now I have this playlist, and let me go over to it. So I'm gonna go to my music here, and I'm gonna go to my playlists. Okay, so I'm over here in my playlist, and so as you can see, I have my 3 songs. Now, if I ever wanted to, I can go here to edit, and I can just even edit the order that I want to put them in as I'm making my playlist. I can also, because I have premium, say I want them to be available offline, which means if I don't have the internet connection, it's downloading those songs, and I'm not paying 99 cents or $1.99 for the song because I have this subscription. So I'm gonna change that order up a little bit, but then also I can do a couple of other things. So for example, I can decide to make that public. When I make that public, now other people will be able to see my adventure list and subscribe to that playlist. The other thing I can do is I can make it collaborative. So if I'm gonna make that playlist collaborative, then I can send that link to anybody in the adventure team, and I can even send it to you, and we can put some of our favorite songs in there. Now, what I want to do is then I can go to share, and this is where I can copy that link. And now because I have that link, I can put it on Twitter, I can put it on Facebook, I can put link in bio on Instagram, and I can copy that link, or I can send it by email or instant messages, or specific people even that I am following on Spotify. So there you have it. Once you start to see, I can post just right now playing the adventure, and I can change that name to like the adventure playlist by Jarnik Moser, and I can post it right to Facebook, Twitter, and even Tumblr. So right from there, you can see the power of the playlist, that your adventure has a soundtrack. So what you want to do in marketing a lot of times is you want to stay top of mind. And all that means is that, hey, when you think of adventure, you think of the adventure team. And so music allows me to do that with a playlist to say, hey, road trip or adventure. Or let's say that a friend of mine had a personal fitness. Well, it'd be really, really great for them to go and create playlists around workout playlists. It's really, really amazing. And you can use it to be super creative. Not only does it allow you to have conversations, but it allows you to share those things on different social media. So you're creating content and conversations, and that is super important. Now with Spotify, there's a premium and there's a free version. And so that free version is really great because while it does have ads, you can listen to those different playlists on your computer. And on your mobile device, you can subscribe to that playlist. Now, you can't listen to it in order, and it will have ads, but it will shuffle that and it streams that, so that's really great. Now, the paid version, there's usually always a special going on, but it's as little as $10 a month. And so for me, when I'm saying my adventure needs a soundtrack, that's a really, really great deal. And I now don't even have to now download individual songs. So the money I was gonna probably spend anyway in buying songs here and there, I just subscribe to this music service because it's also a social network. Remember, your adventure, it needs a soundtrack because it is grand, it is epic, and your adventure begins right now.